Taking a closer look, there were two trolleys underneath this cabinet, and I decided to take it apart and reuse the trolleys. This one here is the basis for this video. I'm going to extend it such that it fits underneath. More about that later. But I took the second trolley, and over here I have the drill press, and I decided to put that second trolley under the drill press. So welcome back to another project. In this video, I'm going to modify this trolley such that it fits underneath this cabinet. In a prior video, I built a trolley for this cabinet, and I really liked what I did. This particular one here was protruding outward on this cabinet. I had two of them there. One of them, as you know, I put underneath the drill press. But this one here, I'm going to modify it in order such that it fits under here. Now I need a measuring tape. This cabinet here is 36 inches by 18. We already made those measurements. And the trolley itself, it's 24 inches, well, 23 3/4 inches by 16 inches. So I need 36 by 18, which means I'm going to have to modify this. I'm going to have to extend it and then also lengthen it this way and extend it widthwise as well. Now to do that, I'm going to have to cut this in half, and I need to put another board in between. And just so happens that in my my wood pile, I happen to have a board. This is some plywood. It's a leftover from a table that I made back in 1991 when I bought my first computer. It was an i486 computer, and I needed a table for it, so I bought this. This isn't all of it. It was a large sheet. I made a table for that computer, and ever since then, well, things have evolved, and I have cut this tabletop for other projects that I made, and I have other tables for my current computer. And this is what's left over from, well, probably 1990, 1991. And now I'm going to use this to extend this trolley right here. So here's the trolley, and I'm going to slice it in half. Got to make a measurement. See if you'll stay here like that. Put a mark at the center. And this way, almost 23 and a half. The other way was 23 3/4. And I guess it isn't 100% square. So 23, that puts it about here. I'm going to set up my table saw and slice this in half so I can put in an extension in between. And here we have it, two halves. There's no going back now. And it happens to be solid wood. I got these from Princess Auto. They were on special a couple years ago. And solid wood all the way across. It's not pressed board, and it's good. As I said, they were on half price at about $15–16 a piece a year ago. So I bought what I needed, what I thought I needed for my shop. And this one, well, I'm now going to modify it for this cabinet. What I need to do now is make a measurement and cut this piece, put it in between, such that I have 36 inches, well, a little shy of 36 inches overall. Well, I cut the middle board, the extension board, put some marks on here, and I cut out holes for biscuits. You've seen this on a prior video. So everything is set up. I did a dry setup. Everything looks good. All that's left to do now is put glue on this and clamp everything together and wait, well, 24 hours. Let's see. It's all glued up right now. It's still wet. I just did it a few moments ago. A little bit of persuasion, make sure everything here is properly aligned. And it's looking good. The biscuits, they help to align everything, and up, down, horizontal, left, right. So all I can do now is wait, and this will be the length of the base. So let's find out what that is, by the way. Here's a measuring tape. So I was looking for 36 inches, and I made it a little bit short of 36. I got it at 35.5, which I think is perfect for what I want to do here. Remember, the last one was 33.5, which is this one here, and it looks really good. So I'll make this one 35.5. And when this is finished gluing up, I'm going to try it. I still have 16 inches in width. I may extend it by an extra 2 inches. That will require a little bit more work, but we'll think about that one tomorrow. It's the next day, bright and early in the morning actually. And well, let's see what we have. There we go. And here it is, all glued up, extended. See how long it is. I was looking for 36 inches, a little bit less would be good. I got 35.5 inches long. Now what I need to do is determine whether or not I want to lengthen the width or make it wider. And I have a couple of options, and I thought about that. And I'm looking at this, and I see that the wheels have a tendency to protrude outward. You can see this here. And, well, they all do, and I really don't want that protrusion outward. And I have to extend this 2 inches. So I thought about it, and what I'm going to do is make two 1-inch strips. I'll put one strip on this side and one strip on that side for 2 inches, 1 inch here, 1 inch here. That will also take care of the extrusion, the protrusion here of the wheels. And we'll see how that goes. And here it is, the finished product. Just turn this around. And the measurements on this are, oh, here we go. 35.5 inches long. And I chose to add 1 inch on one side, 1 inch on one side, and 1 inch on the other side. The reason I did that is because when these wheels swivel, they have a tendency to protrude outside the original width of this. So I added the extra 1 inch, therefore the wheels stay underneath the cabinet. And the total width is 17 3/4. And I was looking for 18 maximum. So this is it. All finished, all done. All I gotta do now is put it underneath that cabinet. No point in finishing off the top here, sanding it and polishing it and all of that because, well, nobody will see it for the next 20 years. And there it is, all done. Wheels are underneath. I put a date on there. So what was once 2 trolleys under there, there is only now 1 trolley, highly modified. And that second trolley that was there is now here.